In the 287th story in a row about Democratic cowardice, we go on to the story about how top Democrats are bailing from their own convention. Democratic National Convention is where all the Democrats are, of course, supposed to go for their convention to pick their president. Now, of course, we know that it's President Obama who's going to be the nominee this year around, but nonetheless, there's a lot of reasons to go, party unity, et cetera, et cetera. But of course, the Democrats are scared and they're running for the hills. In fact, Steve Israel, who is the head of the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, says run for the hills. If you're a Democratic congressman, don't go to our own convention, spend it in your districts. Now, they have some excuses like, hey, you know what, those 4 days could be critical in the important swing districts if you're in your own district and campaigning, et cetera. And, you know, this seems like one giant party anyway and is useless. That stuff is true. But overall, that's not why they're telling them to run. They're telling them to run because, oh my God, you might be associated with Democrats. And here is Senator McCaskill from Missouri saying that she will also be running for the hills.
Well, actually, I've never gone when I've had a contested race. I think, you know, you've got to say to people at home, which is more important, going to a place with a bunch of party honchos and having cocktail parties, or being at home talking to them. So this has never been a hard call for me. And everybody's trying to make this a big deal, a narrative. It's just stupid.
Oh, no, of course not. No. Yeah, no, Democrats always run for the hills. Always. And then they always have an excuse. Oh, no, I should have been in my district. I didn't want to be at a cocktail party, yada, yada, yada. You see Republicans running from the Republican convention? Hell no. They all go. And look, there was, you know, so many primaries just yesterday. And in every single Republican primary, every single candidate would claim that they were the more conservative candidate. Nobody ever runs from the title of conservative. They don't run from the Republican National Convention. Now, do you see Democrats in Democratic primaries saying, I am the more liberal candidate? Rarely, sometimes. Oftentimes, it'll be Democrats saying, I'm not the most liberal. No, I'm a moderate, I'm a centrist, I'm not the liberal. Democratic Convention, I hate Democrats. I'm going to run. You losers. Losers. Am I clear enough? Losers. If I say I'm on Team A, and then I keep telling you, hey, by the way, Team A sucks. I don't want to be associated with Team A. Team A is the worst team in the world. Now vote for me, because I'm on Team A. Who's going to do that? Do you guys have any brain cells in there? You make your own case. You argue for your own team. You argue against the other team. Here's what I would do if I was a Democrat. Not only would I go to the Democratic convention, I'd go to the Republican convention looking to kick some ass. I say, I'll roll up my sleeves. Who's up? Let's go. Let's debate. Come on. I'm here to make my case and shove it down your throat. Because why? Because I'm here to represent my people. I'm from this district, and they're getting screwed. You're talking about raising Social Security. You're talking about raising Medicare. You're talking about doing all these things, and you're going to do it for what? To give tax cuts to the rich? I'm here to kick your ass. Now, when's the last time you saw a Democrat do that? Very, very rarely. Instead, what do they do? I'm not going to the convention. My convention, Democrats? No, I hate the Democrats. I don't know what you're talking about. Democrats, I'm not a Democrat. No, fuck that. Vote for somebody else. Not me. Vote for the other guy. Was that clear enough? Losers. See, and some people ask me, hey, why aren't you on Team Democrat? Who'd want to be on that team? Who'd want to be on that team? Who's proud to say, oh, yeah, I'm a Democrat? A team with a bunch of losers and cowards and idiots.